All opinions are my own and are not an endorsement of any position, program, religion, or political affiliation. My channels for information and entertainment. I ask that you like, share, and subscribe. I just
Hey,
had to do my camera again.
oh, okay.
Welcome everybody. This is Dr. Feelgood, the man with the golden voice, lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce. Coming to you live from the 571 where I get things done. I'm always having fun. Bring that good wood because I do it real good. And if you ask nicely, I'll do it like I should. Now I'm passing it back to um, the distinguished brother. So get on the mic and sound like no other.
Good evening, everyone. I'm the distinguished brother. I'm just here to pass on a little knowledge, give what information I can, and try to make everybody feel as good as possible.
All right. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, if this is your first time joining us, let me give you a little information about Upscale Love for You. Upscale Love for You is formulated to entertain, educate, and facilitate self-help, self-love, and everything you want and wish to know about love, relationships, dating, and marriage. Yes, I did say marriage. That is part of the spectrum. Upscale Love for You often uncovers hot topics and sensitive issues. And, sometimes we talk about things that parents can go home and talk about with their young teens, some things that they really don't have that full 411 on. So we try to give you a little knowledge while you're having entertainment as well. And whether you are actively seeking directions or looking for ways to pass the time or just looking for a good conversation, Upscale Love is here for you and here to stay. So, like I said, don't let this be your last time. If you're joining us for the first time today, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. All right. So as you know, Dr. Fabulous is always on the horn, and people just call anytime. But when it comes to Thursday night and it comes to Upscale Love for You, regardless if the house is not on fire, Dr. Fabulous is not taking any phone calls unless you're calling about Upscale Love for You. So now, can you all hear me? Because someone just told me my signal is bad. Can you hear me? Am I clear?
We can hear you, but you're coming in and out. You're beatboxing.
I'm beatboxing. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to you, Dr. Feelgood, until I get this situated. And can you hear me now? Is it any clearer?
I can hear you, but you're coming in broken.
Okay, I'm going to log off and log back in. Okay, friends, I'll be back shortly.
All right. All right, ladies and gents, this is Dr. Feelgood again, bringing it to you real good. Hey, I put up on the screen that I'm sharing. It's types of oral sex. We talked about would you kiss after oral sex. There are basically three types. One is oral, where you're doing fellatio or cunnilingus. And the other one is analingus, or colloquially known as tossing salad. It's when people like to eat from the exit and bring pleasure to their partner in that way. Um, I've heard about it. I am not that interested in trying it or have it being tried, but hey, if that's what gets you off, that's what gets you off. The question of the day, people, is: would you kiss someone following any of those types of oral? Now, some people have if you've been with your partner for years and years and y'all just been doing that, then maybe, yeah, I can see that happening. I can see people coming forth and saying, hey, we know each other's body and we take precautions. and we can do that. But if it's somebody you don't know and you trying to lick, eat, or suck on the first date, I'm going to say it like this: something is wrong with you. So just don't pass me no straws or no, because you put your mouth on anything. If you don't, especially if you don't know the person, at least know what their favorite color is before you start going downtown to chow. Lady T, what do you feel about kissing after the types of oral stimulation?
Absolutely not. I don't care how clean you are, not. I think that is so disgusting. You need to wipe yourself, clean yourself. And as far as the exit, you can forget it. That is out of my league.
Okay. Miss Destiny. Miss Destiny, could you answer the same question? Would that be something that you do?
No, not at all.
So you would. So if someone performed cunnilingus on you and came up to kiss you, you wouldn't kiss them?
No, especially if it's like, if I don't know you, just like you spoke earlier, if it's been a long relationship, possibility, but no one like first, second date, no, not at all.
Even if you're feeling it and he's kissing you all good and real well and getting you all hot and bothered like a bright, clear, sunny day?
No,
You
no,
can
no.
you can be Freddy Krueger, boo, and get up and go brush your teeth. Not.
Well,
Okay.
I am Freddy Krueger, so I should tell you something. But just understanding it's personal preference. Personally, I have done that before, but it's
Please
not
specify that. What is that? What
cunnilingus.
have you done before? Oh, okay. I just wanted to be clear.
Tossing salad is not in my repertoire. I perform. Of course, I have a PhD in the cunnilingual arts. PhD stands for performing head diligently from Lick You.
Oh, wow.
My
Oh, I like that.
oral dissertation caused a lot of consternation because other men got mad because all the sisters I made them glad. You know, I licked them up and down until they said stop. But then I kept it going because I'm always flowing. The rivers be going and I just be doing my thing. Now, I'll guest speak, a distinguished brother. Have you ever performed cunnilingus and then kiss your woman afterward, or kiss the other person, kiss your partner afterwards?
One, it will always be female, so we can get that out there right now. Always
So
be
All
female.
right, distinguished brother. That's what I'm talking about.
Cunnilingus.
Secondly, so what now?
That's why I said cunnilingus. You can't do
Yes.
cunnilingus
Yeah.
to a man.
Yeah. Okay. No, just making that. Well, no. Secondly, I will put it this way: I have my black belt in Tung Fu. That's how I will let that sit on the screen right now.
So you're a regular.
Lastly, yes, it has been done afterwards, on both ends, simply because I was with someone at the time where we knew each other well, we knew what was going on, we knew what we were after, and one thing just led to the other. So yes, it has been done, it can be done. There's nothing, I know some people may look at it as something that's gross, but it's you. It's coming from you. You know what it is. You know where it's coming from. You know how clean you are. So you should be good with that. And actually, some people, some females use it as a simple aphrodisiac. They enjoy that smell, or they enjoy tasting themselves after someone has tasted them. I've even had people that are like, I really wonder what I taste like. So this is one way of finding out. But that actual smell, that actual energy that you can get, especially when you have someone that has their black belt in Tung Fu, that knows what they're doing, they can bring all of that out of you.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's sort of being like that person's personal freak that brings you out. Because as I always state, everybody has a DFW button. What does DFW stand for? Down for whatever. If they're with the people that they really trust and are truly into, there's nothing that they'll do that's between them. It stays between them. That is
Exactly.
so. Of course, there are hard stops. I'm not gonna sit up here and say anything's possible, but the emotions and the physicality flows freer when you're with somebody you absolutely trust and respect. Because dudes especially ain't gonna just regular dudes ain't just gonna eat any old box, because you might go down to be tuna casserole. Of course, there's always a scent. Women try to mask it, but if their pheromones are going, it's going to be a scent, and that scent does not smell like mackerel, ladies.
That scent is somewhat pleasant if it's with the right person, like you said, if they keep themselves together.
And the pheromones.
Yes.
And guys have a certain musk to them, because it's good to be musky. It's bad to be musty. Because if a woman goes down there and smells nothing but ball juice, as Magic Mike said when he had Damon's testicles in the vice grip for Friday After Next. We're all colored folks. I know we've all seen it. And he said, we go down there and you smell like 3 days of leftover ball juice. Ain't no woman put no mouth on you. She ain't even gonna give you the lick 100. But on that note, I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to talk about orgasm statistics as it relates to men.
Okay, that's a good little topic.
Now, as you can see, the number is low, so none of y'all really. That's 2 out of every 10 women that orgasm from penetration alone. That means y'all usually you want clitoral stimulation to help you get there, and the best way for a man to do that is to perform cunnilingus. But of course, he's got to know what he's doing. You don't want no teeth on the man in the boat. And you see here, 81.6. Let me try to make this a little. 81.6% of women don't orgasm in intercourse alone, without additional clit stimulation, right? Now, 95% of men usually orgasm during sexual activity. However, men don't usually orgasm with oral. So, some of y'all be talking about the guac 3000. The only way the man will climb it in reality. Somebody's got a hot mic.
I'm not sure. You're gonna have to have them muted as they come in. Dr. Pilgrim.
But as I was saying, the reason men do come with oral is that women use their hands to stimulate the phallus while licking on the glands or the head. And that's how that's most likely, or that the little undervein on the bottom. That's what, you keep messing around with that, but that's why they talk about guac 3000 with the master twist, because even, mouth alone is not going to do it for most men.
I don't believe that, Dr. Feelgood. Your mouth game got to be real tight and right, and then, they will come. But
if you build a Hoover, they will come.
Exactly, they will come. So if you're taking your teeth and skinning that banana, then of course not. You need some other type of penetration. But if it's hot and wet and you got it tight, like, I don't know, a wrench, I think you will come.
Or you say it's got to come with vacuum sealing.
You got to know how to, you see them videos. You got to know how to squeeze it.
But the majority of women don't even like. Majority women, from what I mean, this is anecdotal. It is not fact. I'm saying this is my opinion based off my experiences, is that most women don't really like to perform fellatio. So when they do it,
that's true. I second that.
Yeah, I gotta
Really?
go along with that. I gotta go along with that.
Really?
yes,
Yeah, they
That
treat
is
it
a
more as a job
question.
than a hobby.
yes.
Are you
Because
saying that the woman does not enjoy performing fellatio? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most majority.
like doing it. They like getting it done. 90%
They don't like doing it. Where's the reciprocation?
But
Fact.
they don't want to rock that mic when it comes time. And then so if you're not doing something, you're not enthusiastic about it, guess what? You're not putting it all in all. And going back to what Lady T was saying, I can understand but that's when you have total faith in your partner, because
Oh shit.
a saying is spitters are quitters.
Well, then maybe they need to wash it, make it smell good. They need to massage it, make it soft and silky. You know, don't nobody want to go digging in the
I'm saying no, but they can do all of that, and some women will, the majority of women will still treat it as a chore. That's not something y'all could talk for 3 hours, but get 2 minutes on the pole, and y'all be like, my job.
It's like you're dying. I don't understand that concept.
Yeah, because
I've
y'all
encountered
guys
that on
are too
multiple
anxious.
occasions.
You're too anxious. You want to ram it in. You want to go fast.
No. See, but that's for the two hump chump. Talking about when you're with a guy who appreciates a woman, and she's doing what she's doing because she wants to do it, not because she feels she has to do it. Then that'll be more likely for causing the climax. However, most women the majority of women don't like putting their mouth on me.
That's somebody else. So that's
And,
true.
right, you don't look at, I'm saying, you're not gonna lick on every banana you see naked. So that's another thing. And so it's not like y'all practice every day going down on the banana.
What the hell?
So
Somebody needs to mute. Okay.
Some women enjoy, they will climax off of pleasing that man. And while she's performing fellatio, she'll climax without her being touched, or without her rubbing her genitalia. Or even
correct.
It's always a race when you're in the inverted oral position, because the woman always wins because she always finishes first. Because once you start eating it right, she's gonna stop doing what she's doing. She's gonna be like, wait.
But Lady T, I have to agree with him. Trust me, I have to agree with him. Y'all,
okay, let me hear your views.
You get the
y'all are not as dedicated as we are. Just in general. I'm not saying every woman, but in general, when you pull them all together, you're not as dedicated as we are. When you have somebody that is dedicated, that is a soul snatcher, as the new term is nowadays, and we are trying to get you to the point where you have just absolutely lost your mind, why can't we get that back?
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. When you're with someone, first of all, the same way we take pride, in our little kitten is the same way. You all need to take pride in it. I mean, we massage it, we tone it, put tone on it, make it look good, we wax it, make it smell good. Okay.
Even with all of that, though, that's what I'm saying, Lady T. Even with all of that,
I'm telling you, you do all of that, make it fluffy, it will get done right.
No, like I said, you still gotta be
okay. For all the guys that are on here, and yes, I'm taking a little advantage of this. For all the guys that are on here, from your experience, from the time you started till today, whether you have groomed, whether you are bald, whether you leave it hairy, make sure it's clean and fresh, If you look back over all that time, has it been 100% reciprocated with the effort that you have put out to make sure that you're doing it right? Just in general, if anybody else wants to jump in,
Put up
I
your
don't think it is, no matter how clean you make it.
gentlemen, raise your hand if a woman has always made you climax through oral.
Hands, any hands? I don't think you're gonna see one.
I think they're shy tonight. They're not ready
Yeah,
for this grown
and I
folk
can't even
conversation.
believe
Can I
it.
say something?
No, you can't. No, we're being honest. You're supposed to be honest, and not knocking you, Lady T. You may be one of the exceptions, but again, it is the exception to the rule. We're trying to find out why we can't make it the rule.
But that's what I'm saying. I have friends who, like, you can't do anything to them until they take care of that man. I mean, period. Let them go down first, do whatever. Bring in the oils, the food, whatever, the ice. Once they satisfy him, then bam, okay, level 2.
And there needs to be a
So
university put together because I have yet to find a group of them.
I don't know. 305 is definitely live.
Let's
And
flip.
I guess if you're from the 305, you know what to do, when to do, and how to do.
Let's flip the script. Ladies, put a 1 in the box if every time that you tried to do fellatio, the man reached climax. Put a 1 in the box. If not,
You can't say every time, but you can say majority of the time, because
even majority of the time. Okay, more than 50% of the time. That's majority. 51% is majority.
It's called foreplay. So I can foreplay on your chest, down under, I can take care of business. It will happen. And then on to the next adventure.
Okay.
All right.
So that tells me, but that kind of proves what I was saying. If y'all look on the screen, it shows you the average time it takes for a man and a woman to climax. Of course, a woman knows her body or should know her body, so it's going to take a lot faster than men. And I don't know. It doesn't say whether it's through coitus or through cunnilingus that causes women 14 minutes. I'm tending to believe that it's probably a combination of both.
Mm-hmm.
A combination of both. It's shorter than 8 minutes if a guy knows what he's doing, and it's a lot longer than 8 minutes if her clitoris is desensitized, and it takes a little while longer to get that thing warmed up. And how can it be desensitized? Using your battery operated boyfriends or your robes. And hey, if you got the feeling,
or the shower head, throw that in there.
Hey, if that's how you got to get off, hey, that's on you. But on average, like I said, the majority of men do not climax from fellatio, and it takes a lot. I used to have a 2-for-1 policy. You have to come twice before I come first, because the customer always comes first when it comes to me, when I'm bringing my pleasure delivery service.
That should be every man's goal.
It should be, but we have selfish men out there who want to get theirs. And then where is Leanne? Because I'm like her, you got to put me to sleep. I don't have time for those type of games.
But that's the ultimate goal there, though, that, by the time it's over, all you should be able to do is curl up, suck a finger, go to sleep.
And some men are selfish. They want to get theirs, and then you're left, and you have to take care of yourself. And that's where the toy boyfriend come in.
And that's where those men should be dragged out back and beaten.
And left. Because if you, the worst thing a man can do to a woman is to leave her constantly needing more. And what I mean by that is if he gets his and just if he's a 2-hump chump, he ain't eating it right. He ain't getting your mind in the mood to climax, because your biggest sexual organ is your mind, the greatest sexual organ.
Mhm.
So there's not an easy way, but men who know your body, and that's why he shouldn't eat box on the first night. Men who are intimate with a woman's body can read a woman's body. He knows what to do to get you there fast, or get you there more than once. So that's the difference between just straight transaction up and down and intimacy, because men do crave intimacy, but hopefully after that intimacy they're gonna get theirs. Women have to have intimacy in order to climax, because the dude could be down there getting his liquor license. If you don't know what he's doing and you ain't feeling it, guess what? You are not.
It's a turn on.
You was telling him, get up, son. You don't know what you're doing, or get up, son.
Right.
So you have to. It's not a one size fit all. Well, I have one size fit all, but but the idea is that you have to understand the woman that you're with, what turns her on, how to get her there, and to make sure that she gets hers way before you get yours. Because I'm a guy who gets pleasure off of giving pleasure. That's
So you're a rare breed.
No, there are a lot of guys like that. But but you have to really like the woman to do that. Because the worst thing happened, if I'm coming within 10 seconds, I wasn't really into you. Now, thank you.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
For the free thing, but if I'm just like, that's not gonna work, because y'all talk, and every man's goal is to make sure that you get at least one or two, so y'all can't talk trash. Because contrary to belief, and I have a lot of female friends, they tell me y'all talk about how
Of
good,
course.
was he, he thought he looked good, he smelled good, but he didn't F good, or he didn't
That's
lick
right.
good. So guys are aware, more guys than you think that are aware of that. And if he really is into you, he'll take his time. He ain't trying to get up in there all quick. He's going to do things. He's going to do the foreplay to get you to that limit, to where once you do it and you're good and you need another one, that's when he comes and finishes you off with the jackhammer pile driver 610, or he can even long stroke, like daddy long stroke, bring it to the back, give you the hezzy, hit the wall left, hit the wall right, hit cervix, repeat the process.
I got a question. Do women like getting their butt eaten, or is that just a
do women like getting their salad tossed? That's the question.
Well, I mean, some women.
Yes or no question.
Okay, it depends on the woman, because some women like that first, and then you can go to the vagina. But it depends on the female. Most females do not.
Before you do cunnilingus, a woman will get BV. And guys, if you don't know what BV is, bacterial vaginosis. And from what I understand, it is not pleasant for a woman to have.
Nah.
So you ran
I've
that
known a
smell
couple of
and
women
finish,
that have
or
gotten it, and
whatever,
it's not
that's the
fun.
reason. Yeah. So I mean, you want to do it, that's fine, but you have to be mindful of how you do things. You want to also be clean. And then when you go from one area to the next, you have bacteria everywhere. In your mouth.
What happened? Lady T died out.
Something happened to my lady.